Thank you for joining, everybody. We've been going strong now for quite a while. So if you're a regular Saturday morning Hatha person who's been tuning in, give yourself a nice applaud of your efforts, right? Even if you have popped in once in a while, you know it's on the sketch and you do your best to make it happen. So that's awesome. And just lit some Palo Santo to just clear the space. I have a new microphone today too, so let's see how that works out. And again, I've got my assistant Teddy with me today. We'll give it another minute or so. Making sure you have created the space for you as best as you can. Good morning, everyone. I'm live on Instagram and YouTube. If you have smart TV, it's really awesome to kind of pull this up on your main screen if you have the room and ability to do so. And if not, Instagram with your phone or tablet is perfect. Morning coffee. So I'll give it a few more minutes. Again, thank you for joining me. It's a donation-based class. If you can afford to give even a $5 holler for right now during this time, that's really appreciated. And if not, I'm here for you either way. So I'm glad that you can tune in. We will need very minimal equipment for this morning. Maybe something to raise the seat, like a meditation cushion or a rolled blanket or something like that. And yeah, we'll give it a few more moments. And again, I have Teddy with me. We'll see how he does. He'll be in the backdrop for most of the class. So just getting ready. We're going to start actually standing today. And I just want you to kind of get into your feet and give yourself a little bit of a jiggle, right? It might look a little funny, but no one's watching you, right? Maybe someone is, but I'm not. I can't see you. I'm going to switch this eventually over to a Zoom where you can get a link, and this will be a little bit more intimate and private. But for now, I'm still offering this stuff on these live channels, which I think is really accessible and fun and just easy. You know, you don't have to click all these extra things. So that's kind of what the point of this is. But I might be switching over to that soon, so I'll keep you posted. All right. So a little shake, shake, shake. Keep your feet planted and just kind of begin to kind of let those arms dangle. Maybe stand up and shake and roll back. There's a lot of science behind like shaking meditations and shaking movement. So just kind of feeling as though you're kind of just literally shaking it off. Taylor Swift, shake it off. Maybe there's a sound that you want to make as you're doing this too. And then we're going to begin to gently bend the knees, and we're going to hinge at the hips and just sway the arms right and left. And when I teach movement with Malika with the kiddos, I call this the elephant walk, right? So if you can imagine your feet really heavy and the mass that an elephant takes up, really heavy, really firm, grounded. So as you're doing this, feel your upper back sort of warm up, your shoulders, the inner parts of your biceps and chest here, and then just lift one foot and place it back down, right? So just swaying. And then as we start our class today with a little bit of movement like this, creative movement and shaking, we create some space to become even more still when we get into our asana, right? So just kind of taking this in as a new thing today. Bend your knees, hinge at the hips, especially if your back is a little achy here. I'll show you from the side. And you can walk up and down your mat. Maybe you take another deep breath too, right? And then any other way, just swaying, rocking, and then eventually standing up tall as you're sweeping. And then we get our feet planted into the earth, arms by your side, spread wide through your fingers. Close your eyes. And if you don't feel like closing your eyes right now, keep them open slightly. Sometimes it's grounding to close the eyes. Sometimes it isn't. So check in with what you need right now. Maybe rocking forward and back in your feet. Little bend to those knees, just sort of feeling the edges of your feet Notice from movement to now a little bit more of a still action, we can harness that energy and feel our center, right? You can also begin to shift in a circle. This is a super yummy practice to do. I've done this before for about 10 minutes. We won't do it that long today. But eyes softly open or closed. And I want you to initiate the movement from the soles of the feet. So we're shifting, heel, heel, ball mound, ball mound. Soft bend to those knees, sternum lifting, crown tall, abdomen gently drawing back. Feel a slight tone in your abdomen, stability in your legs, and just begin to circle clockwise. If it's helpful, hand to heart, hand to belly, elbows in close to the side body. That's another option too. Feeling literally your being, your wholeness, and what you're walking to the mat and walking here, what you're arriving on your mat with this morning, right? And just holding it all. There's room to hold it all, right? Whatever we're coming into this practice with, we can acknowledge and know that that will shift and move, but it's also okay for whatever it is to be there. The angst, the frustration, the peace, the stability, the ungroundedness, all of it. So our work is, there's always this polarity, right? There's always this polarity present. And there's space to hold it all and be honest with what it is. That takes a lot of practice, and that's maybe one of the reasons why you're here today and maybe not, right? Now reversing, I don't know if I said reverse, but reverse the other way now. Again, awareness in your feet and legs. The soft support if you're choosing to place hand to heart, hand to belly, elbows in close. Feel the sides of the insides of your arms supporting your edges. Notice what this brings up for you. Whatever it's bringing up, your feet are still connected to the ground. Feel into what is solid as we explore other layers and other feelings in our upper body. That softness to the knees and a little bit of a bounce there, a buoyancy that's present. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to give thanks for just making some time for yourself this morning, to feel, to tune in, to move, breathe, and whatever other intent that you have this morning. That's yours. And then we're going to slow down that rocking, the circles. Eventually, we find the center point of the circle. Imagine you're gently hugging onto a block between your thighs. Hug in on that block, anchor down into the soles of your feet. See if you can lift, see if you can lift a little bit more length. Good boy, come here. A little bit more length through the spine. As you stand a little taller, maybe your hands are still here, you can feel that compression back, especially in a time, if you are choosing to do this, especially in a time when we have limited contact with people, hugs, etc. This can feel really containing, and try to bring about a sense of comfort in your own being. Comfort in being at home with yourself for just a few more moments. Feet are stable, pressing down, feeling a slight activity beginning to build in your legs. Spine tall, crown lifting. Soften your forehead. Soften the space around the eyes, the inside and outside corners, eyelids, sockets. Now begin to breathe. Notice your breath. Maybe you've already pointed your mind to the breath. Notice the shape and texture of your breath this morning. Feel the breath filling your form. And if it feels good to you right now, begin to lengthen and deepen your inhalation and your exhalation. If that's not feeling good right now, just stay close to the natural breath, knowing that you have choice. We'll start this morning with a little bit of silence here. As you breathe in, feel your legs and feet plug down into the earth as you invite the breath up. And as you exhale, maintain that stability and feeling a softening in. Softening your hard edges. Continue. We'll take this for about 1 more minute. Notice the polarity present as you invite the breath in. Your legs plug down a little more firmer. Your base of support widens and deepens. Take a few more. Following with your awareness, your inhalation from beginning to end. And your exhalation from beginning to end. Awareness devoted to the breath, following it. And when we do so, we touch presence, the presence that is here. Base of support widens and deepens as you invite the breath up, welcoming the breath to the body. Taking in the 3-dimensional form of your breathing, smooth exhale. Chest softens at the very end of that out breath. Filling bottom to top as if the breath is going and moving down into your legs as your lungs fill. And as your lungs empty, feeling a softening of hard edges. Tensions dissolving. Let's take 1 more. This time, make a slightly audible exhale. Bringing the arms by your side, palms facing forward. Lift the chin ever so slightly and then move the skull into the back plane. Feeling the spinal integrity from the crown to tail, tail to crown. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Gaze follows the hands in the periphery, palms meet. Exhale, hands through to your heart. Bringing the arms back down by your side. So now we're adding gentle movement in with that breath that we've cultivated. So begin your inhalation, sweep the arms around and up. Gaze lifts and follows in line with the periphery vision. Exhale, slowly coming through the midline and then back to mountain. Again, your base of support widens and deepens. So think of your legs plugging into the earth's core as you invite the breath up. So we maintain our awareness of what is solid as we move through this gentle motion, collecting our efforts and fine-tuning our integration of breath and movement, and most of all, our intent is what is guiding this. Exhale, and then continue. Inhale, sweeping around and up, building our foundation for what is to come. Again, following with your awareness, your inhale all the way from beginning to end. Following with your awareness, your exhale from beginning to end. Cultivating here an unhurried attitude. Being with this movement, this breath, just as it is. Legs are anchored and rooted. Let's take 1 more. Breath, moving body. Then I want you to bring 1 hand to the pelvic region, your pubic bone, right below the navel, and 1 hand to the sacrum. I want you to give yourself a little squish, a little sandwich, and I want you to tilt the pelvis anteriorly, posteriorly. That's what this is called. Dog tilt is anterior. Tuck the tail under, posterior. And post, and post. Do this a few times. You're going to notice the belly kind of cups forward, the ribs come forward, and when you scoop under, the ribs come back, we tuck the tail under, right? We want to find an equal participation of the front of the pelvis and the back of the pelvis, keeping that sandwich. And think of the bowl of water as though the bowl of water is spilling out the front when you anteriorly tilt, and the water spills out the back when you posteriorly tilt. Now, this is a deep exaggeration, right? This is our command center, our pelvis. So today, I want you to really focus on moving from here first, okay? So we'll bring the front hand in and up, the back hand in and down. Think of the tail running straight down to the earth, and then your pubic bone is gently curling up. But we don't want to tuck the tail under like this. We want to use our erectors in a really efficient way in the front, back, and side body. Come back to your mountain pose, walk up to the top of the mat. Okay? Now from here, inhale, start what we were just doing before. When you get about halfway, begin to rotate the pelvis to find more room. Palms meet, exhale, hands through to heart center. The pelvis comes back to neutral. Inhale, we sweep around and up. Base of support widens and deepens in our legs. When we get about halfway, involve the pelvic rotation. Gentle posterior tilt, curl the pubic bone up to the navel, and exhale, hands through to your heart. This will keep space in the lumbar so we don't collapse there. Let's add on here. Inhale. This time we exhale, fold from the hinge of the hip. Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold into that open space, abdomen on the thighs, let the head hang. So here, widen your stance as much as you need and bend your knees as much as you need. Halfway inhale, breathe the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. This is very active. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we root rise, come all the way up. Now again, here halfway, involve the pelvic rotation, sweep up, breathe up, exhale, tall spine, hands through to the heart, pelvis neutral. Inhale, sweep the arms around, up. Exhale, fold forward, keep the length in your side body long. Bend knees, abdomen on thighs, head heavy. Halfway inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, root rise, come up with a flat back, rotate pelvis. Exhale, hands through to the heart. Good. This time, inhale, sweep around and up. Let's interlace the fingers at the top. You can take that Kali Mudra if you'd like, and then over to the right. Same thing here. Legs are steady. As we breathe in, the legs plug down a bit more. And gentle involvement of the pelvic bowl. So curl the pubic bone up. Notice more space. Breathe. Root down to rise. Inhale, the space along the spine is long, comfortable. Exhale over to the left. Root to rise. Inhale, coming all the way up. A little arch in the upper spine. Exhale, forward fold over the hinge of the hips. Halfway inhale. Exhale, let's step the left foot way back. Breathing length here. Feet are wide and hip width. Really press through the back leg till you feel that left glute turn on here. Take a smooth breath in. The heart moves forward. Exhale, hold. Inhale, the right arm high. We just take an easy twist. Neck is long, so gaze can be to the right side. If you roll the gaze up and it impinges the neck, you want to look straight ahead instead. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat, left knee lowers, untuck the back toes. Take a breath in, breathe the heart forward. And exhale, bow the head. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Give the inner thighs a gentle hug. Breathe into sensation. Again, feel what is solid here as you deepen the breath. Ground down and sweep around and up. Curl the pubic bone up to the navel as you do this here and hold. So again, we want to involve that intelligence that we just worked upon. So we curl the pubic bone up. Front hand comes in and up, right? And hold here. Breathing length, soften your armpits. If you'd like, take Kali Mudra again, reaching up. One more here. Inner thighs gently hug together. Breathe in, expand. Exhale, release. Let's step it forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold into that open space. Root to rise. Inhale, ground down. Rotate the pelvis to come up. Curl the pubic bone to the navel. Exhale, hands through to the heart, pelvis neutral. Arms by your side. Take a breath. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Again, we rotate from the pelvis to create the fold. Lengthen the side body long. Halfway inhale. Exhale, step the right foot back now. So we press through the back heel. Feel that right glute turn on. Give the inner thighs a little squeeze. Take a breath in. Exhale, hold. Inhale the left arm high. Only so high, and gaze straight ahead is fine. We want to keep length in the sides and the back of the neck. Right, so smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Let the breath cultivate space in your body without pressure or rushing, right? Inhale, exhale, left hand to the mat. And then once we're square, we lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. Take a breath in, breathe the heart forward. Exhale, bow, fold, and hold. Take a few breaths here. Then we ground down into the leg. So push into your left foot and the top of the right foot. Inner thighs give a gentle hug. Then we root down into our legs to sweep the arms around and up. You can again take that clasp if that's helpful to you and reach straight up. Curl the pubic bone up to the navel. So feel the equal participation of the front and back of the pelvis, assisting in elongating your spine, anchoring you in your roots, and your breath clear and bright. If it's hard to manage the flow of your breath, you may need to adjust something physically. One more here. Inhale, breathing length. Exhale, fold forward to the top of the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway inhale, heart forward, tail long. Hands to shins for the mat. Exhale, fold. Rise to standing. Inhale all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands through to the heart center. And just pause a moment here, coming into mountain. Take a deep breath in and then let it go. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale around and up. Exhale, forward fold over the hinge of the hips. Halfway inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, step it back to a plank. Hold. I'm going to take this first one nice and slow. 3 breaths here in your plank. Instead of the tail lifting, lengthen your tail long, push the ground away, lift your skull. So we have length in our neck, space in our throat. The ribs are holding us up and involving our core engagement, right? Inhale, push and breathe. Exhale, lower chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, up to you. Cobra inhale, press the pubis down, tops of thighs and toenails. 3 breaths here, or 3 breaths in your up dog. So learning to stay, practicing staying close to the breath. Hug the elbows in, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lead the heart forward. And exhale, we press back to downward dog. Right, so you can come to the knees first, then lift and hold. 3 breaths. Wrap the underarms towards the heart. Press equally to the center of each palm. Little bend to knees as you reach the tail up and back. Last breath here. Hold out your exhale. Bend your knees. Lift your gaze. You can walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway inhale. Exhale, fold. Feel your legs and feet as you come up. Rotate pelvis to support your spine. And breath, exhale to your heart. Back to mountain. Pause, take a full inhale and exhale. Second A, inhale, sweep around and up. Exhale, forward fold over the hinge of the hips. Halfway inhale when you're ready. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back. Chaturanga lower when you're ready. Push the floor away. Push the floor away as you come up. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha, exhale. 3 deep even breaths here. Soften your forehead, soften around the eyes. Last breath, exhale fully. Bend the knees, lift the gaze, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, we inflate halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise, inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart center. Back to mountain. Take a breath here. Take one more A together. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Prepare, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back. Lower down in one plane. Feel the stability before you move into the next posture. Downward dog. And hold here for 3. 3 breaths. Push the ground away as you're inhaling. Notice the space as your tail lifts back. As you exhale, hold that space. Let the breath out. One more. Let's snug the feet close together. Bring the sides of the big toes to touch. Reach the right leg up. Open and stack the hip. Look under the right underarm. Roll your ankle, wiggle your toes, and see if you can square your shoulders back parallel, wrapping that right armpit in deeply toward the heart center. Then square the hips back, glide forward, draw the right knee in and hold. Inhale, Ekapada Adho Mukha, right leg back. Exhale, glide forward to a plank, bring the right knee in, hold. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, come through, hold, and one or many steps to bring that right foot between your hands. Once it lands, hold here. Take a breath in. Plug down, heart forward. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, float the hands. When we do that, we also lift the chest and our shoulder comes up on the upper back, right? Long through the neck. Hug those inner thighs together. Squeeze or sweep the arms back. Squeeze the palms together here. Lift the ribs a bit. Rotate the pelvis, rise up into your crescent pose and hold here. Crescent and salutes, postures like this warm us up. We need that heat. And again, here, feel the equal participation of the front and back side of the pelvis, creating space along your spine. Give the inner thighs that little hug. Maybe Kali Mudra. This can feel really containing and centering sometimes. A few more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, release, place the palms, step back, plank. Take a deep breath in, fill your back, exhale, lower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha or Cobra. Adho Mukha, exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths. Now snug the feet close together again, left leg high, open and stack the hip, look under the left underarm. Maybe roll the ankle or wiggle the toes. Let the forehead soften, wrap the left underarm toward the heart. Square the hips back to the mat, glide forward, squeeze the left knee in, pause, hold. Push the ground away for stability. Inhale, left leg high, gaze comes back. Smooth and fluid, glide forward, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, glide forward, squeeze, big step, one or many steps to bring that foot through. Hold here, breathe in. Breathe out. Sweep the arms back when you're ready. Feel the containment and hugging toward middle. Sometimes it's helpful to even place the hands at the hips and give them a squeeze in. Like if I were coming around and doing that for you, feel that for yourself. Lift ribs, skull, and then rotate pelvis, rise up. Feel for that earth element here. Clasp and interlace. This can be helpful sometimes. You can try it. Bring the ears in line with the biceps. Give the inner thighs that little hug. Drop in a little deeper. You got it. Smooth breath in and out. Inhale. Get long. Exhale, fold into that open space. Move slow. Plant the palms. Step back. Take a vinyasa. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha or your Cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Downward dog for 3. Staying close to the breath. And then we'll lift the right leg high. Smooth glide forward, big step. Take a breath in. Take your left foot on your exhale, sink in deeper. Take your left foot a little wider to the left. Turn the heel in and down to ground. Now, before we do anything, breathe the heart forward, reach the left arm forward, and then sweep and windmill your way up into warrior two. It's a different transition today. Long line wrist to wrist, right? And as we deepen the lunge in that right leg, press the left thigh back a little bit. Everyone's going to be different here. Same thing, equal participation with the front and back side of the pelvis. So are we too anteriorly tilted, too tucked? Find the middle place. You'll know because it's going to send a message to get really long through the legs and arms without fatiguing, right? Drop in a little deeper. Give the inner thighs a little hug. Right palm up, reach slightly forward, inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. You can deepen the lunge and deepen the breath. Soften that right armpit. Feel that softening on the upper back. Guide the ribs back a bit. Just breathe. Our bodies and our systems create and have an ability already designed and built within us to self-regulate with breathing. So breathe. Let it in. Let it out. Rise. Inhale, warrior two. Find that neutral place again. And then we come over into our side angle. So forearm to thigh, arm to the instep or outstep. It depends on your design, your shoulders, your torso. So if you bring the arm outside and you come into a big back bend, you might need to bring the back of the arm against the inside of the leg. Then when you brace there, you can feel yourself between two panes of glass and we feel the extension of the pose, the lateral elements of the pose, rather than a back bend or tweaking our back. We need to plug into that left heel, feel your left quad work for you, right? Now, it depends on your day. You might be like, ooh, I'm gonna lift this right arm. Maybe not. Check in, 3 more breaths. Check in with breath. This is the gatekeeper. So if you're not breathing and it's difficult to breathe, you may need to shift your stance. Whoo, 1 more. Inhale, we rise up, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Take your left toes, say they're at 12 right now, take them to 11. Bend that left knee, lift the right toes, coming into Skandasana. Good. Placing the palms if you need to, lifting the back heel if you need to. Either way, breathing here. Lift the crown, breathe a little bit more space along the spine, right? Back of the left arm, bracing the inside of the leg, right arm high. Now the gaze might want to follow that hand up. Maybe the gaze needs to be down a little more. Check in with your neck. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to place our hands to the center of the mat as we simultaneously lift the hips. Wide forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, side lunge, right pivot, turn, high lunge. Plant the palms, step it back, plank, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Let the heart shine. Adho Mukha, exhale. Pause here, pedal the feet. Maybe an open mouth exhale. Second side, left leg high, open and stack the hip. Then square the hips, glide forward. Big step, high lunge. Good, breathe the heart forward. Exhale, drop in a little deeper. Step the right foot to the right a few inches. Turn the heel in and down. Before we do anything, square your shoulders, plug into right heel, 90 in your lead leg. Right arm reaches forward, then push the floor away with your feet. Warrior two, we rise up. So my back is to you now. Teddy's having a dream over here. Just chasing something. Okay. Hold. Make sure you feel that equal participation between the front and back of the pelvis. Feel the top of the ilium nice and level. Breathe. Steady gaze, steady breath. Turn left palm up, reach slightly forward, then reverse your warrior and hold. Slightly longer hold here. Soften the left armpit. Lean the skull back a bit. Curl the pubic bone up a little bit. Draw the ribs in. Feel the containment in your center, your central grounded area. Inhale, warrior two. Pause, exhale. Side angle when you're ready. Reach slightly forward. Forearm to thigh, arm to outstep or instep, up to you in your body. And then the right arm can extend. If you have a yoga block, great. Feel free to add that too. But you might not have had that, so check in. Again here, soften your right armpit. Notice that the shoulder blade drops on the upper back. Optional, left arm extends. Breathe. Plug down as you breathe in. Any variation. Inhale, we rise, warrior two. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Take your right toes from 12 o'clock, bring them to 1 o'clock. We're going to reach the arms high, bend into the right knee, lift your left toes. We're heavy in left heel, Skandasana. Palms together. Now you can stay here or remember, bring weight into your fingertips, lift the back heel. And then right back of the inner arm or outer arm braces the inner leg, left arm high. Brace back to open the chest. And then we release, place the hands at the center of the mat, wide forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot, turn, high lunge to plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale. And hold here. 3 breaths. Right leg high. Smooth glide forward, big step. Heart forward, inhale, we get long. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up and hold here. Right? So arms high, maybe Kali Mudra is helpful too to feel the participation equally in your pelvis and the length of your spine and vertebral column, right? So we hold here. Right hand comes to right thigh. Press down with right hand as you reach up with the left. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward a quarter or halfway as long as you're still level. Imagine me squeezing it on your hips as well. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring the elbow in and across for Parivrita Parsvakonasana and hold. Now look at your right shoulders and moving toward your right thumbs or towards the thumbs. We want to reach the shoulder away from the thumbs. To deepen the twist, we press the knee against the elbow. Inner thighs gently hug, rinsing through the spine, feeling that heat. One more. On our inhale, we unwind, flow back, or step back. Your choice. Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha. 3 breaths. We usually gain the benefits when we leave the twist. So let that absorb into the body. Feel the symmetry, the lines. Then left leg high, smooth glide forward, big step. Arriving back into your crescent pose and maybe Kali Mudra here. Feeling the alignment and hold. Breathe. Feel the integrity in your center and breath. Left hand to left thigh. Press down, reach up, inhale. Feel the polarity above and below, front and back, right and left. Exhale, we fold forward from the hinge of the hips, smooth, deliberate, hold. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze that elbow across, palms press, Parivrita Parsvakonasana. Press equally and just check, is the front of your left shoulder moving toward your thumbs? We need to bring it back away. Gaze straight ahead, down or up. Depends on your neck. Make sure the breath is smooth. Where can breath get smoother here? Whew. 2 more. Strong back leg. We don't want to be hanging out back there. Lift that right inner thigh up, up, up. Good. Inhale to unwind. Exhale to release and flow. Whew, 3 breaths. After your 3, we come to the knees, press it back, balasana, forehead down. Breathing into your back body, let go of the full weight of your head, neck, shoulders, maybe rock. Rocking soothes us to find the center, so you may need that right now. Just giving that to yourself. And then we'll hold in the middle, experiencing your breath in your back body. Smoothing it out, lengthening exhalation. Softening your jaw, your throat. Next inhale, lift the head and gaze. We're going to slowly slide forward into a Cobra Pose. So I like to think of a marble that I'm pushing along my mat with my nose. So my hands come in slowly, elbows in, pushing that marble. Press the belly down, press the tail down, lifting the heart, squeeze the elbows in. Add the legs, reach through the toes, maybe lengthen the neck a bit more, and hold and squeeze to middle. Notice yourself rocking a little bit. Add the arms, sweep them back, side, or forward. 3 more breaths. Inhale, expand. Exhale, we place the hands, tuck the toes, press back through to table, to downward dog. We're going to tiptoe the feet up to meet the hands. When we do, feet wide, heels in, toes wide, dropping into the seat, coming into Malasana, right? So you can also place something under your seat, like a yoga block or a blanket under your heels. We'll be here for about a minute. And, okay. And just finding Malasana. Good boy. Okay. Just holding here, palms together in front of the heart. Drop the seat, close the eyes if that's helpful to you, and breathe down into your pelvis. Yeah. Notice the earth element as you're here, and brace those backs of the arms back into the inner legs to feel the lift through the sternum and a little bit more depth of the posture. And then from here, we take a breath in, exhale, let it go. We're going to bring our hands back behind us, take a seat, squeeze the knees together, and then we're going to make our way onto our back. Good boy. From here, we're just going to take a moment and reach the arms forward, right? We're going to slowly from here bring the shoulders up on the upper back. Feel that width across your chest, lift through the sternum. Slow, 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 slow. We're going to get so far, widen your heels a little bit. And we're going to pulse. Now we want to feel the participation of the tail scooping under with our little pulse back and up. Dig into those heels, sternum lifted. Should feel this in the core. If you're feeling it in your flexors, you got to adjust that tail a little more and scoop your pelvis a little more. Pulse, 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 pulse. You got it. Little core work here. Woo. Hold. Cross the ankles. Inhale up. Kali Mudra. Exhale, lower the arms. Little twist to the right. Inhale, center. Little twist to the left. Now, if you're not participating in core work today, let's say you're pregnant, for example, or something like that, just come onto your back, feet together, knees apart for this next series. And maybe place some blankets or blocks underneath your knees or hips to assist in the pelvic floor letting go. So prone work on our hands and knees is great for if you're in pregnancy, but lying on your back and doing core work may not be so great. I recommend prone work or tabletop series instead, if that's the case for you. Okay, come on to your back, give your knees a hug. Woo. Circle your hips separately. We're going to now bring the arms by your side and find the equal participation here. Tail flat, low back is level, your pelvis is neutral. Draw the ribs down. Feel engaged already without gripping, but a solid area in your low back. There's not a big dip to the lumbar, right? Not a big arch there. So from here now, what we're going to do is slowly, we're just going to walk the heels out and then walk them in. If it's difficult to keep your ribs down, keep your hands here for a little reminder, but your pelvis stays neutral. We're not flipping the tail around. It's just staying in one place and assisting us with this deep low and mid core work. Good. Heels in, heels out. I like to place my hands here at the ribs or at the upper belly to feel for something. If I can't feel my ribs, just feel pressure here and an anchoring down. We just don't want that to arch up. That might be difficult to find, but just placing your hands here is the first step to finding that and becoming aware of that area. Let's do one more. Neutral pelvis, super important. And then we bring the arms back behind us, bring the knees to 90. Now imagine a piece of paper between your legs and thighs. Again, we don't want to tuck the tail or flip the tail. Neutral, ribs down. Inhale. Exhale, curl the upper body up. Hold, extend one leg. Inhale up. Extend the opposite leg. Inhale up. Hold. Inhale, release the arms back down. Exhale, curl up, hold, extend left leg. Then bring up. Right leg extends, then bring up, pause, inhale, exhale, hold, reach, lift, squeeze, reach, lift, squeeze, exhale fully, inhale, exhale, come up, pause, then extend, lift, extend, lift, hold, exhale fully, draw ribs down, inhale, exhale, hold, extend, lift, extend, lift, hold, exhale fully, inhale. We got one more. Exhale, inhale. This time, lift the legs straight up. Maybe open the heels. Point and flex. Whew. Maybe rocking a little bit forward and back. And then we're going to bring the arms and legs up. And just like how we started, sort of dangling, let there be a softness to your joints. Swirling. Maybe a little shake. La, 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 la. Maybe a little horse's breath. And then we bring the knees to 90, open the arms, spinal twist to the left, or any other spinal twist of your choice. Right, so taking a breath in, feel the spine elongate. And then on your exhale, yeah, good boy, okay. On your exhale, melt back into the floor. Again, feeling into what is solid. Let go into what is solid. Feeling breath in flow. A few more breaths here. Hug the legs close towards each other as you come through center and then to the opposite side, right? So we spinal twist to the opposite side, taking your time, draping open. Knees stack over to your right, head and neck maybe roll to the left. And as we breathe out, we feel a softening toward what is solid, what is holding us here. Few more breaths. Keep it easy and gentle. Allow the earth to reach up to meet you as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, we let go deeper into the earth's holding. Supported and held. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Give your knees a final. And then listen to your body and what you might need for Shavasana. Maybe you need a happy baby pose. Maybe something else is needed for you. And then we find our way into final relaxation eventually. Arms and legs long. You can also take Shavasana if you don't want to lay down right now. You can sit up and just sort of feel for a wall maybe behind you or sitting up on a meditation cushion. Up to you. But traditionally, lying on your back after asana, letting the yoga literally do the work, right? Nothing else you need to do, nowhere to be, nowhere to go. Finding your way and landing into final relaxation. Once you're here, just check in with the back body, okay? So like the shoulder blades, the buttocks, the heels, the head. Make sure all of that is nice and level to the foundation that you're against. And let go into that. Trust in the support beneath you. Yielding your weight to gravity. Yielding your intent to the softening. After activity, now there is rest. Let there be rest. Give yourself permission to rest. Whole body rests. Softening and smoothing the brow line and forehead. Softening the space between your brows. Softening and releasing the eyelids, the inside corners and outside corners of the eyes, underneath the eyes, behind the eyes. Go inside the mouth and gently separate the rows of teeth, softening the root of the tongue. Letting there be room for rest and allowing rest to happen. And just bringing our awareness back into the back body, feeling the earth supporting your curves and edges. Shift the awareness from the body where it meets the floor now to the breath, and feel your breath moving through this container of your body. When it feels right to you, just slowly begin to lengthen and deepen your breath, welcoming a longer, deeper inhale and exhale. Moving your fingers and toes, head and neck. Gentle awakening. Eventually come to your right or left side and pause here for a little bit. Giving yourself that moment of pause, of ease. And then peeling up to a comfortable seat, aligning the crown of the head over the base of the spine. When you take your time to rise, letting your seat settle, feeling the firmness beneath you. Imagine you're gently leaning into an imaginary wall, and any place that the hands feel best, maybe on the lap, maybe hand to heart, hand to belly. Giving yourself a silent pause, a silent moment to look within and notice what's here. Room for it all. Holding space for it all. Being with the breath for a few more moments, feeling this rocking, this ebb and flow within you, this peacefulness possibly that you have cultivated and tasted and are tasting peace. Try to stay close to the breath as that is your anchor right into this moment, touching presence, the presence that is here. Enjoying the palms together in front of the heart, bowing the head. Giving thanks for being able to be here together today to practice, honoring your efforts, and giving thanks to yourself for giving yourself this gift of space, this gift of healing, movement, and being. And may you enjoy the ripple throughout your day of all who you meet and interact with, and moments of doing and being. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. And I hope you enjoyed my dog, Teddy. He'll be with me sometimes when I have these classes. Thank you so much.